And we're live. Couple minutes early. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. No filters over here, huh? Retouch. Oh, okay. Set. Touch on. Mm. Ooh, hello, swallowtail. Oh my goodness. All right. Just sitting around here waiting for people to show up. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Going to live. Okay. There we go. Oh, we got somebody there. Look at that. Hello. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Uh, Sarah, how are you? I'm on TikTok too, but they banned my live until the 19th for misinformation. No, I was just telling a story about my life, so I don't know how they got that for misinformation. Uh, yeah, so on TikTok, I am Uncle Birch 10. I also have Uncle Birch 11, just in case TikTok fucks with me again. I have a backup account. Hello, Lady Witch, how are you? My chores are done. I can play with Uncle Birch. Hi, Marta. Yeah, Marta's in the house, air conditioning and shit. But hey, Lady Witch, how are you? So I'm going live here. I haven't been live here in a long time. Apparently, there's a way to have guests. What does this button do? Highlight saved. Oh, I guess I just saved a highlight. Uh, I got messages from TikTok coming in. But yes, I'm on TikTok. I'm Uncle Birch 10. That's to keep track of how many accounts I've lost, which means I've lost 9 accounts over on TikTok. And now that the new community guidelines are kicking in, if they are what people say they are, even though I do not read that in the new community guidelines, I will need Uncle Birch 11, which is also my channel too. But so today, we're here on YouTube. Hold on. We're on YouTube where I can do this. And I can do this. Stop I don't have to act like I'm a fucking kid anymore. I just I wish YouTube was as popular as fucking TikTok so I could just not be on there anymore, man. It's such a fucking nightmare. I never had these problems with YouTube. I mean, recently I did a video about Charlie Kirk where I, did the song "Go Fuck Yourself." That got taken down. That's the first video I've had taken down in like I don't even know when the last video I had taken down on YouTube was, man. Um, YouTube, I can do whatever I fucking want. I don't have to deal with that. I just, I wish it, maybe when these new community guidelines kick in on TikTok, maybe it'll become more popular. Um, I need an app that will do YouTube and TikTok live, but so far I haven't seen one that works well. Uh, yeah, I need to ask Dean what he uses because Restream ain't doing it, man. Restream ain't doing it. I stopped paying them because they did not deliver what I paid for. But I'm Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans, where I teach witchcraft for a living. That's what I do. This is my this right here is my first social media where I taught witchcraft here on YouTube. I've been doing it for like close to 2 decades now. Um, here on YouTube, and I love that I can just be myself. I already clicked the thing that it's not for kids. That's all you got to do on YouTube. Apparently, I can bring guests on. I don't know how to do that, but I did, put out a link for that. So there is a way to bring on a guest. Yep, they literally let people show a video of that man kicking a head around the parking lot. I didn't see that. But well, there's that guy on TikTok that's a total fucking pedo. And, makes jokes about grooming and shit. He like puts like a dog filter on his face, and he's a total pedo, total groomer. He's had his account taken down like 5 times, and he still gets back on and gets away with it. Robot, how are you? Uncle Birch coming to you live on YouTube. It's been a while. Been a while. I tend to do most of my lives on TikTok, but they banned me until the 19th, which is right in the middle of blackout the system. Blackout the system is a general strike, and if you can participate, please do. The idea is we don't work, we don't spend for 4 fucking days, and the system will hopefully get the message because we have the power. We are the consumers. Without the workers, you cannot run this country. So black out the system. It'll be my first vacation in a long time. I'm take 4 days off, man. Uh, but so the 19th, which is the last day of blackout the system, I get my live access back on TikTok. John Richards, right on. And if you're on TikTok, check it out. I think I posted some of them here, but I've been putting out an AI song almost every day for Blackout the System. I wrote some lyrics. I put in this AI generator. I hate, as a musician, I hate that the AI generator is that good. Every song's fucking perfect. Every solo, every transition, every bridge is perfect. I hate that, but I'm fascinated by the technology. So I wrote me a set of lyrics for Blackout the System, and I make a different song in a different genre pretty much every day on my TikTok, which you can, if you're on TikTok, you get over there. I go to Uncle Birch 10, but I have posted a few of them over here. I tell my friends about it. I'm not in the USA. Right. Well, that's the thing, though, Robot. It's a general strike. It's an old word from old organizing times. And the best way for a general strike to work is for people in other countries to also general strike. So if you can do that too, I mean, I don't know what country you're in, but I'm sure America is harming your country at this time. You have plenty to protest about us. And we have plenty to protest about us. So if you can, even take 1 day off, 1 day of not spending, hopefully it'll the system will recognize. And if the people keep doing shit like that, we can fuck it all up. They're talking about shutting down our government. It's like we can shut down our fucking government. All we got to do is not spend and not contribute to the economy for a couple days, and it'll fucking crash. And absolutely, I'm advocating for that. Crash the fucking system. Show them who is in charge. It is not our orange king that is in charge. It is the workers. The workers have always been in charge. I'm so glad that I don't have to lean off of camera to do this. So being live on YouTube's like a vacation too. I don't have to say stupid stuff over here like pew pew, unalive, grape, SA, none of that crap. I don't have to do that crap over here. And I wish YouTube was, as popular as TikTok. It should be. I mean, I can do like an hour. I need more than that. I can do several hours of videos on fucking YouTube. But, TikTok, I'm cut off at 10 minutes. Often I can't make my point in 10 fucking minutes, man. So, but I'll probably be here a lot more often if what they're saying is true. If the new community guidelines on TikTok kick in and they're as bad as they seem to be, it will just be untenable for me to remain on TikTok. I'm already at 10 accounts, man. I'm already Uncle Birch 10 over there. That means I've lost 9 accounts, man. My first account was like 75,000 in 2 months. It was good times. I'm still, YouTube. Shit, I've been here 20 years, man. I'm hanging at 10.4 thousand. So if you're not following, follow. Follow me. Hit the little bell thing so you know when I go live. Uh, I'll probably be going live here pretty often, at least up until the 19th. And then we'll see. Hopefully by then I'll have found a streaming service that can stream live to TikTok and YouTube simultaneously, and then I'll do that. But so far I haven't found one that works that well. So, hello everybody that's here. It's not like TikTok, so will you join? I don't see who joined. Until you say something, I don't know you're here, but I see people joining. Thank you for joining. I'm Uncle Birch. I teach witchcraft for a living, and that's why I live in New Orleans. Um, this is the place to be for that. Either here or Salem. George Phillips, how the fuck are you, man? Good to see you. I think the last time I saw you was the last time I went live on YouTube, man. I guess you're not on TikTok, but just watching some bare knuckle fighting. Right on, right on. Um, so um, it's turning out very interesting. Just a couple days ago, the Republicans were all wanting to go to war with the entire Democratic Party. The sniper for Charlie Kirk was going to be a trans person of color, and that didn't work out. It turned out to be a white boy, a Mormon, uh, from a Trump supporting family. And now it's turning out, according to what he said to a friend of his when he stated how much he disliked Charlie Kirk, the reason he disliked Charlie Kirk was because Charlie Kirk wasn't conservative enough for him. And now there's stories coming out. I'd never followed this shit, but Nick Fuentes, who's worse than Charlie Kirk, um, has been attacking Charlie Kirk, and all of his cult has been attacking Charlie Kirk and making death threats on Charlie Kirk because he wasn't radical enough. He wasn't Nazi enough for them. And so now we're starting to get to the motive of the shooter. And the motive of the shooter seems to be Charlie Kirk was not Nazi enough for them. So now, Nancy Mace, who was calling for war with the Democrats just the other day, saying the Democrats own this, we did this by calling people fascists that are fascists. Uh, Now, today, she's asking us to pray for the sniper, to pray for him to accept Jesus Christ into his heart. Why? Because he's a white boy. Hey, Aaron, how are you? Lady Wish is not surprised at all. I know. I know. I knew it wasn't going to turn out what they thought it was. Apparently, one of the things etched on the bullets is a meme associated with these grapers, just like the cult of Nick Fuentes. And they've been attacking Charlie Kirk. They've been disrupting his events. They've been making online threats against him because Charlie motherfucking Kirk is not radical enough, not extreme enough for them. So it's looking like he was sniped for not being enough of a Nazi. I just, I can't wrap my head around that because I've been seeing for days, like, I'm not going to shed a tear for a Nazi, man. No, I'm not going to shed a tear for a guy that excused school shootings as necessary to protect the Second Amendment. Uh, Nick Fuentes said the libs were right. I mean, I've heard of Charlie Kirk. I've heard of Fuentes. I really didn't pay that much attention to him. but apparently, they've got some contention within their ranks, within the different ranks of Nazis. I love that I'm over here on YouTube and I can say the word Nazi. I can say that Goebbels taught Hitler to repeat a lie over and over again and it would become truth, which is what Trump does all day, every day. I love that I can smoke. I love that I don't have to say schmazzies. Oh, God. YouTube's freedom, man. Why are we flocking over here? We should all of us fucking TikTok people should have a fucking YouTube account, man. What are we fucking around with that bullshit for? And this too. I couldn't have that on camera. Maximus. See, I drink Imperial IPAs because I don't want to have to drink a fucking 12 pack to get a buzz. Right? For these, I'm feeling no fucking pain. Maximus. Uh, freedom over here on YouTube. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm Uncle Birch. Teach witchcraft for a living. Um, Somewhere in my profile is my link tree. I think you have to copy and paste it here. That's not how it works, but um, you can find my classes. You can find it at gumroad.com/witch school. Common spelling now. Um, you can find all of my stuff, my Cash App, my Venmo, my Patreon, my Substack. I've been working really hard on the Patreon and the Substack lately. Um, because I'm probably going to do a podcast off of one of those. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, Aaron, that's freedom, man. That's freedom. I don't have that stupid filter that automatically kicks on that makes my eyebrows twitch out. See, I don't have eyebrows. On TikTok, I have eyebrows. I don't know where that filter comes from, but it sometimes makes my eyebrows go like this. It trips me out. Possibility of a moonwalking birch is never zero. I can't wait to get some of those classes. Well, no need to wait. Get on over there. Gumroad.com/witch school. Check them out. I got all kind of classes. You got the level 1, level 2, level 3, and all kinds of standalone classes too. The level 1, level 2, and level 3, I believe I have them all set up now to where you can either take them for a year and a day and do a monthly charge thing, or you have the option of just paying for the whole year at a reduced price, um, downloading them all and taking a year and a day's worth of witchcraft studies. And I don't know, you probably pull it off in a month. Um, I mean, I need that damn self-charging money schedule. Well, it's here. It's here on YouTube. Just you're on my channel. Just look up to hide a sigil in plain sight. That is that's self-charging money sigil right there. Mm. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans, drinking on camera, smoking on camera. I wish I brought a bowl out here. I'd be firing that up too. You gotta love the freedom of YouTube. Very different place than over there on TikTok, where I gotta sound like a fucking kindergartner. I can't say shooting. I gotta say pew pew. I can say rape. I gotta say grape. Uh, yeah. Can't say Nazi. I gotta say schmaz. My ADHD brain probably scanned it over. Scanned over. Yeah, it's right here on my YouTube channel. To hide a sigil in plain sight is the video of which we speak. I am Uncle Birch. I teach witchcraft for a living. That's what I do. That's what I've been doing for uh, at least for a living, probably 20 years now. Started here on YouTube. And then somebody talked me into doing a correspondence course, and I did that through YouTube. Private videos that you had to be subscribed to view, and then I moved over there to Gumroad. And now I'm getting ready to launch on another platform soon too. Um, Aaron just looked through the old videos. I put it on a Great Lakes shipping vessel, and that baby works right. Wait, I got to review a message. Ooh, gotcha. Why'd I have to review gotcha? and approve the message? All right, well, every app's got their problems, I guess. Uh, Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. And yeah, that is probably close to the amount we'd have on TikTok right now. Jam, how are you? Good to see you. I'll probably be going live here pretty often, at least till the 19th. And then hopefully by the 19th, I will have found an application that streams live to YouTube and TikTok. I've not found that. Restream never really pulled that off well, or in a way that was workable. You had to be like part computer programmer to fucking figure that out. But I see some people out here doing that. I want to see, what app they're using to do that. Because I always miss YouTube. YouTube's my original home. YouTube's the first place I started teaching witchcraft to the world. And so I always, yeah, always want to keep doing YouTube, man. It's been close to 20 years over here. That would be great. I don't really use TikTok. It's probably good policy. It's toxic. There's a reason they call it TikToxic, or I think I may have came up with that term. There's a reason why I call it TikToxic, and that has spread. But yeah, but good to see you over here. But yeah, so I'll probably be coming. I'll probably be going live here, at least till the 19th, when my live ban expires. Right before the end of Blackout the System, and I will be engaged in Blackout the System from the 16th through the 20th of September. I will not work. I will not make money for anybody else, and I will not spend. I'm working on buying enough groceries for 4 days, so I don't have to do that. It's a general strike to show the people in charge who's actually in control of this country. The workers, the consumers are in control of this country, and it's about time we flexed our muscle and showed them uh, who's in charge. I probably have a couple music videos that I posted over here about that. Yes, they're AI generated. I wrote the lyrics, but then I ran them through AI. I really wish AI was not that good at writing songs, but it fucking is. They're fucking perfect. Every song's perfect. Every song's a formula. Mm. As a musician, I wish that was not the case. Yep, feel free. Yeah, I just told me a feel free story over there, but that's on TikTok. So maybe I'll post that video over here too. I should remember to do that. Sometimes I remember to post my videos over here onto YouTube, and sometimes I don't. Look what happened with Target. They still haven't recovered. Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, the president says that DEI is against the law because he's the law, but he's not the law. We have lawmakers. Only thing the president has to do with the law is once the lawmakers make a law, he signs it or he doesn't sign it. I'm old enough to remember Schoolhouse Rock. I know how it works. He is not in charge. He is not the law. People can do fucking DEI if they want to fucking do DEI. There ain't a goddamn thing he can do to stop it. And I can do this. Yeah, because I'm not on TikTok. I say, fuck you, Trump. Fuck you, Trump. Fucking Orange Menace. You tangerine Palpatine. Fuck you, you fascist bastard. Look, my life did not get taken down. Shocking. Uncle Birch come to you live from New Orleans. and there's one down, and I get to drink it on camera. Apparently, ICE is being deployed to Arkansas with the National Guard. Well, maybe they finally got the memo. I mean, they want to send the National Guard to New Orleans, but we're on an all-time low in crime in New Orleans. Other parts of Louisiana, absolutely, crime-ridden infestations. So is Arkansas. Matter of fact, most of the red states have more crime than the blue states, even though the blue states have large cities in them and as such larger populations. So that should be where the National Guard's fucking going, if the National Guard's going fucking anywhere. Somebody really should have explained to him that the president doesn't make or change laws. Most of us learned this in fourth grade. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like declaring, making, what's that thing he does? The presidential decree thing. Fuck. I forget what that's fucking called. But that birthright citizenship is no longer a thing. So, I'm sorry. That's in the Constitution. You don't get to change the Constitution with a executive order. No, no, that's not. Thank you, George. Yeah, you don't get to change the fucking Constitution. No, you don't get to. Half the fucking executive orders you made are illegal. It's not going to happen. Here in SoCal, we pushed him out and sued Trump. Right on. SoCal, huh? I moved here from Hollywood. What part of SoCal are you from? Not behind the orange curtain, are you? Ooh, that would be scary. Mm. I still find myself leaning off camera to drink when I don't have to. Inland Empire. So that's all right. So that's like layish stuff. Yeah. I was Hollywood proper. I think 19th and Vine, like that, the edge of the Hollywood Hills before we moved here. Lovely drive through Texas for 3 fucking days. Never wanted to be in Texas for a day. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans, Riverside, Southside. Oh yeah, so hot as fuck. Fires, Riverside. I know Riverside. Yeah, yeah. I hated Texas, man. The oddest things, like we were rolling through Texas. We went to some barbecue joint, and it was all like the whole parking lot was dick up trucks. You know what a dick up truck is, right? It's the kind of pickup truck you drive when your dick's too small. So it's a big, gnarly ass pickup truck with maybe duals and extended bumpers and all that shit. Um, and so it's all dick up trucks, but they had a bank of like 20 some odd fucking Chargers. They're worth 3 cars in the Chargers. I'll give them that. But it was just odd. it was just it was just kind of odd that they even had the fucking Chargers, man. But Texas, yeah, yeah. Took a Most of our trip was Texas. As soon as we got out of Texas, we were in like Baton Rouge or something like that. No, no. Okay, somebody's commenting on my TikTok videos. All right, great. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. I haven't been here in a while. Great to be on YouTube where I can say what I want. I don't have to dumb down what I want to say. I don't have to say schmatzy. I can say Nazi. I don't have to say pew pew. I can say shooting. I don't have to say essay. I can say sexual assault. I don't have to say grape. I can say rape. I can call it what it is. I can smoke on camera. I can drink on camera. God, I missed y'all. I'm gonna have to come here more often, man. Nobody's fucking tried to take down my live yet, man. Yesterday, every 10 minutes they tried to take down my live, and the last time it stuck. So it's sticking till the 19th. John! How the fuck are you, John? Good to see you, John. I need to find me an app that adequately will multi-stream to YouTube and TikTok live. I have not found that. Restream said they could do it, but you had to be like a computer programmer to get it to work. Um, so if you know of such a thing, um, oh my God, Russia launches drones at Poland and Romania. What the fuck are you doing? There's a huge buildup on the border of Belarus and Poland because of the Russian and Belarus military exercises. And because Russia keeps launching drones into fucking Poland, man. We're on the edge of fucking World War III. And we're talking about fucking Charlie Kirk, man. Lady Witch, but schmatzy is such a fun word. Why do you call a flat Nazi-ish? I don't know. Why did they make me review that comment? I'm going to show it. There you go. Why do I have to review that, man? Where's my? I don't have moderators over here either. There's some way I'm supposed to be able to bring guests up too, but I don't know how to do that. What's this? Green screen? No, 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 no. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh, there we go. Okay, I want to press that other button. I don't know what'll happen if I press that button, man. Well, I will say I did have one YouTube video get taken down. It was me singing to "Go Fuck Yourself" over the picture of Charlie Kirk's death announcement. I stand by that video. Hold on. I mean, how how am I supposed to feel sorry for a guy that excused school shootings as a necessary sacrifice to keep the Second Amendment alive? You know, how do I do that? How do I not speak ill of that dead as a pagan? I'm having a hard time with that. Um, Guy died as he lived. He wanted Second Amendment. Hey, we got Second Amendment. Now it turns out Charlie Kirk got shot by a total fucking right wing Mormon, a white Mormon, that apparently uh, used a meme associated with Nick Fuentes. And Nick Fuentes has been attacking Charlie Kirk, and Nick Fuentes' cult has been attacking Charlie Kirk for some time for not being radical enough. Not being radical enough. Why do I keep having to approve these? The ones pissing off are the fake ass white allies. Absolutely, absolutely. I ain't gonna play games, man. Guy was a Nazi. Marta even argued with me on that. Says I can't find anywhere where he's a Nazi. I said, can you find anything that says he's a white nationalist? She said, yeah, yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's that's Nazi. And I keep having this instinctive reaction to say schmatzy because I think I'm on TikTok. It's a sacrifice to the Second Amendment gods. Absolutely. But now it's looking like apparently Nick Fuentes' cult has been attacking Charlie Kirk for quite some time, been disrupting his rallies, um, been making online death threats to Charlie Kirk because Charlie Kirk wasn't Nazi enough for them, wasn't radical enough for them. The sniper made comments to a friend of his. A friend of his said he recently became more political and talked about Charlie Kirk and how he didn't like Charlie Kirk. And the reason why he didn't like Charlie Kirk is 'cause Charlie Kirk was not conservative enough for him. And they manufactured uh, a suspect. They manufactured evidence. They said the bullets had trans ideology scrawled on them. Well, apparently, there were some things scrawled on the bullets, but the thing that they said was trans ideology, well, that wasn't scrawled on the bullets. That was a stamp from the manufacturer, TRN, which is the initials of the bullet manufacturer, next to a triangle, and the triangle indicated uh, the where's the fucking word? God damn it! The caliber. The triangle indicated the caliber of the bullet. So this was the trans ideology that was allegedly on the bullet. So they'd manufactured this trans person of color that was going to be the killer. And Nancy Mace wanted to go to war. Said the Democrats own this. They're responsible for this because they called him a fascist. They called him a Nazi. He was a Nazi. A white nationalist is a Nazi. There ain't no other way to take that, man. He's a fucking white nationalist. And he's worse than a Nazi. Yeah, there's a way, all kind of shit he did. But anyway, um, they manufactured a suspect, they manufactured a motive, and they falsified evidence. They manufactured evidence, the FBI, to try and make it look like it was a trans person. And then reality kicked in and fucked up their whole shit. Fucked up their whole fucking argument, man. He was a total right winger. He dressed as Trump last Halloween. Um, he did register as an independent this last time that he registered. But one of the things that he put on one of the bullets was a meme statement associated with Nick Fuentes's cult. So this was a battle between right wingers over who was or was not radical enough. Yeah, there was writing on the thing that said, if you're reading this, you're gay. So the shooter was a homophobe too. That's right in your fucking wheelhouse. Crystal. Wait, is that Crystal? Let me see. That looks like her. Yeah, I think that's you. Hey, I sent you a message telling you that I'm beating. But here we are. And here we'll be until the 19th. And hopefully by then, I want to find a fucking software. Let me know if anybody knows of one that actually works to where I can stream live on YouTube and TikTok at the same time. Don't tell me restream because unless restreams change some shit since the last time, you got to be part computer programmer to get restream to work on both of those. Let's say to Crystal, yeah, that's who I thought you were. Labyrinth. Wait, you know what? How do I see if I'm following you? I can add you as a member. Mhm. Channel activity, pin a message, report. I'm not trying to report you. I just want to see. All right. Well, that's not user friendly. I'm trying to make sure I'm following you on YouTube, but there is no button for that. Mm, mm, mm. But look at this. Good times over here on YouTube. Mm. And I can say Nazi. I can. I don't have to say schmatzy. I can say rape when it's rape. I can say sexual assault when it's sexual assault. What else? I can say shooting instead of pew pew. Uh, Makes me feel kind of stupid spending all that time on TikTok, really. Hey, look at this. We got close to the amount of fucking viewers we have on TikTok right about now, man. Uh, Aaron, I'm going to some. Okay. There is apparently a way to bring guests on screen, but I don't know how. See, I can chat. All messages visible. Okay. What's this? I can share it to shit, I should have shared it to Facebook. Oh, I'm gonna share it to Facebook. All right. What did I do? Oh, there you go. Uh, all these other buttons. What's that? It's like a share button. Copy, create a post. Okay, that's another share button. All right. I got two share buttons. Their level of polarization surprises me. How so? What do you mean by that, John? I got to annoy and summon my Rava. Oh, Sebastian. I think I can make somebody a moderator. So if he comes here, I'll get there. Um, get your ass over here, Sebastian. I have no idea how to sub. That would be like on my main page. You can subscribe. I'm not sure how to do it from here, probably because I haven't spent enough time here. Sebastian, I just about vomited as it showed my old name. Let's see. So I can add Sebastian as moderator, standard moderator, or managing moderator. No, no, no. I'm going to say managing moderator. Um, and then there was a way to bring people on screen, but yeah. So I'm still trying to see what John's talking about, my level of polarization. What do you mean by that? Um, I looked up multi-streaming services, and the only other recommendation for restreams live push. Live push. Hold on. Hey Siri. I didn't think that would work. Live push. Hold on. I'll be right back. All right. I made me a note. Live push. I'm going to look at that. Crystal X Live. Giving it a thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Uncle Birch coming live from New Orleans. Only thing we ain't getting is a bunch of gifts like we would get on TikTok. So if you want to give gifts, you go to my in my profile. There's my link tree. It's got my Cash App and my Venmo, all that kind of stuff. You can give gifts that way if you want. It's better than TikTok. Pauses the entire live when you're off screen. Yeah, I saw that. It was like black screen, but I needed to make that note because I need a streaming service where I can go live on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. Because I miss these folk, my YouTube folk. These are my original folk. Oh, yeah, Marta's asking me shit. Yeah, hold on now. I got to answer Marta. All right. All right then. Right. Sorry. Had to go answer Aunt Marta. Pause entire live on screen. Yes. So am I Bob the Builder with the wrench icon as a mod here? I don't know. You're a mod. I don't know what a mod does here. All right. So I just told Marta that I'll be here till like 5:15. So about a half an hour here. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Be sure and check me out at gumroad.com/witch school. Maybe somebody can put that in the comments. But check those out. Um, one of those is where I'll probably launch our podcast, where you can find here on YouTube our very popular witchcraft podcast, Wittershins, a volatile podcast of magic, um, with me and Aunt Marta. And I'm looking for where I'm going to launch that, but on Substack, on Patreon, I'm Uncle Birch. On Instagram, I think I'm Uncle Birch 4. I don't know what the 4 is for, but somebody took the name Uncle Birch, I guess, or some crap. And here I'm just Uncle Birch. So, like I say pretty often to people, Google me, bitch. Just Google me. I am the only Uncle Birch, and nobody's had the balls to try and fucking copy me. I find no fake pages out there on TikTok or anywhere else um, professing to be Uncle Birch, because you just can't copy this shit. I just saying. Um, Tapping on your YouTube looks like playing a thumb. What happened? Can I do it? Oh, see on TikTok I can tap on my own videos, but all right, it's a thumb more. How could they? Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Well, I guess we'll be doing this for a bit till the 19th. See, I got my video, my live taken down twice yesterday on TikTok for misinformation. The first one I won the appeal. The second one I didn't win the appeal, and the second one I was telling a personal story about my busking days. Um, which I don't know how anybody could determine that to be misinformation when I'm the only one that fucking knows what happened there. But that's what happened, and that's why uh, TikTok sucks. Oh, the goat. Thank you. Oh, two people called me the goat. Thank you. Yeah, it was only, gosh, a year or so ago when I learned what that was. People kept calling me king. I didn't know what that was either. I'm old. Hard to keep up with, the youth and their terminology. Um, a kid in high school the other day, he rarely says anything to me. I asked him how his day was going. He says, fine, good. And, we're done talking for the day, pretty much. Because, he's 14. That's what happens. But he tells me, he says, we made pasta in health class. I said, what do you mean you made pasta? They told me how you did it. I'm like, shit, I thought I needed a pasta maker for that. And I just like roll that shit out, slice it up. It's pretty much like fettuccine that he made. And so we had a good time today. I showed him how I make pasta sauce from scratch, from fucking tomatoes, some sugar, some basil, some oregano. Um, a bay leaf, that kind of thing. And we made um, pasta sauce from scratch, and then cooked his homemade pasta that he made in school, and he loved it. Loved it. Rosemary's cool too. I love rosemary, and almost pretty much anything. I'm not going to put roux in the pasta sauce. What are you talking about? But we had an interaction. We're in the kitchen, like making shit together. We talk about shit. Learn how to make pasta sauce. Learn how to cook his pasta, and put the pasta sauce on the pasta. Um, so it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. We had a special time. Um, I've been doing this thing where I'll take the fucking chop up the tomatoes, and just I'll take an immersion blender and just skin on them, everything, man. Don't deal with none of that. Just liquefy the fucking tomatoes with the immersion blender. Put in some sugar, put in some basil, put in some oregano, some salt, some pepper. Um, then I put in a couple cloves of garlic and liquefy the garlic with the immersion blender into the sauce, bitches. That's epic. That's some epic cooking sauce. A little bit of red wine, maybe. S stand for it. Just throwing it out there. I hear you speak on it. Voodoo is what was born when the Acadians shared Appalachian folk magic, and the West Africans shared their folk magic. Their Creole were then born. Well, what? Why aren't you on TikTok, man? Where the fuck are you when I need you? I never get any arguments about that over here. The only place where Hoodoo is closed is TikTok. It's TikTok. It's not over here, man. Where are you when I need you? That's a great fucking explanation, man. I need to write that. Somebody write that down and remind me later. Olive oil, yes, a little bit of olive oil, absolutely, absolutely. This video of you playing the guitar, you can see the Italian. Well, the other thing you can see is uh, playing guitar on the street for 8 hours a day. Um, I got carpal tunnel, and so every day I would adjust my strap up like about an inch to adjust for the carpal tunnel, and it'll be fine for the day. I hate TikTok too. I feel you. Um, for the day, and then next day I'd have to adjust. And then by the time that video happens, because that's a classical guitar that I'm playing right there, it takes a lot more um, oomph on the classical guitar. And so by the time that video posted that you're talking about, that's over there on TikTok, which I should post over here in case TikTok takes it down, um, which I actually found on YouTube. Somebody recorded me way back in the day, and I found that on fucking YouTube. Um, my 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 guitar is like it's way fucking up here. I'm holding it like a rifle. I'm trying to work it like it's a rifle, but the reason why it's up there like a rifle is because of carpal tunnel. And I'm having to adjust my strap until eventually it got up to like my neck, and I saw a picture of it and go, oh shit, all right, I got to do something about the carpal tunnel, man. I got to go to a doctor or something like that. Many practitioners stay away, but we watch. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm on TikTok because of the new brooms. Um, there's a lot of people teaching absolute bullshit witchcraft on TikTok. And that's what I found when I first came to TikTok. When I first came to TikTok, I think it was because I heard that somebody on TikTok was hexing the Fae and the moon. I said, oh, I got to see that shit show. The next thing you know, I jumped in boots first because I'm a teacher of witchcraft. And I can't let the ignorance that exists on TikTok with regard to witchcraft go unchecked. There must be somebody like me teaching some real shit and calling them on their shit. And I've kept it up to where I've lost 9 accounts. I'm now Uncle Birch 10 over there. I have Uncle Birch 11 waiting in the wings just in case. I notice that and a whole lot of this stuff. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's just it crept up on me. I every day I moved it up like an inch, and it would be make my hand feel better, and then eventually it just like it crept up to like where my chin was resting on the fucking guitar. I'm like, okay, I got to do something about this. Respect that you are practical science to vanish. No, thank you very much. I'm telling you all, Birch was flabbergasted. Wait, what are you guys talking about? I was flabbergasted. Mm, yeah. What happens when you hit 13 accounts? I'm I'm on that, man. I'm almost itching to lose a couple accounts to get to 13. Can you imagine Uncle Birch 13? How epic that fucking account will be if TikTok is a total shit by then. Um, yeah, Uncle Birch 13. That's gonna be some shit right there. Like most of my email addresses. Something 13. uh, I so love this. Look at TikTok didn't tell me that they're restricting my video to certain audiences. Look at whoa, whoa, whoa! Stop him! I mean, he's getting crazy. I mean, he's getting crazy. No, he's looking at the screen. Oh my god! Oh my god! The TikTok moderators, they're gonna go fucking crazy. Hexing the Fae and the Moon. I forgot that was the thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the thing that brought me to TikTok. I heard that. I'm going, what the motherfuck? And I got over there and I saw just so much absolute bullshit being fucking taught as witchcraft on TikTok. I said, oh no, man. I got to jump into this shit. Boots first, man. And yeah, so I've been there, fuck. I don't know how long I've been there now. uh, Birch, where's my starter? Your starter. Feeding on enemies, which I assume taking a low level egregore, turn them into your guardian angel element. Somewhat. Feeding on your enemies is actually an elaboration on a magic that my witch mother wrote way back in probably the 70s. Uh, uh, Transmutation. You transmute the energy of your enemies um, using the sigil, and the sigil is a triangle, and then down at the bottom of the sigil, you put your spell work, and you use your enemy's energy to feed your spell work. It transmutes the energy into raw energy, then feeds it down to the thing that you're doing, to where your enemies are literally doing your magic for you. They are becoming weaker. You're becoming stronger. And of course, you can find that at gumroad.com/witch school. Magical warfare, feeding on your enemies. One of the most popular um, classes that I have taught uh, on TikTok because they need them. I look at the first teacher I met was classical, but then that was before the internet went popular. Right on. I want a mud kip. What are you talking about, AGR? Uncle Bert's coming to you live from New Orleans. Uh, yeah. See, Phil. I I taught this kid. He was in my class. He was 14 years old. He took 3 classes of a 5 class intro course. And then somebody told me that he was out on YouTube teaching witchcraft. And when I found the kid, and he'd absorbed everything that I had said in the 3 classes that he went to, uh, transmuted it into his own language, and was teaching on YouTube and doing a fucking good job. I was impressed, as based on my history, I respected the fact that he didn't ask permission. He just started fucking teaching witchcraft. I liked that, and so I messaged the kid, and told him, how impressed I was, what a good job he was doing. And he said, "You should do that." I go, "What do you mean?" He goes, "You should teach witchcraft on YouTube." And I went, "Oh, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. That's not traditional. Um, that's not it's not acceptable. You can't do that." And I heard myself say that, and I sounded like such a fucking old fart. Um, I made my first YouTube video about 10 minutes later. So if you scroll back, it'll take you a while. You scroll back to my first fucking video. I think I actually showed my wand, which I recommend not doing in this day and age. Um, but I did that. I did a video. I think the first one's about my wand. And I think the second one was sigil magic. Um, I just I started doing it. Um, Whenever I hear that voice, I recognize that that voice comes from my shadow, and my job is to do the opposite of whatever the shadow told me to do. And here I've been for 20 years now. Yeah, unfortunately, he has passed. He passed at way too young an age. Um, Not a teacher. People can't ask you things. I'm not a teacher. I'm very upfront. Um, so you say you're not a teacher, but people came to you. Um, we have a saying about that. When the teacher is ready, the student will arrive. So if somebody came to you wanting you to teach them something about witchcraft, that means that it's time to start teaching. Just saying. I don't oppose internet teaching, but it's easy to get lost. Well, apparently you can. So yeah, that was just the rules that I grew up with, and when I recited those rules, I sounded so fucking old. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. It is that time of the month, apparently. Wife is giving me some bullshit. I'm responding. So I had to go respond. I'm sorry. I work way too hard to take a bunch of fucking bullshit. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Yeah, it's easy to get lost. Well, I teach like this. I teach in front of the camera. Um, I don't do PowerPoints. I don't do fancy graphics. Matter of fact, I probably like hold up a piece of paper with a bunch of Sharpies scrawled on it in front of the fucking camera. Yes, yes. Marta can be a little hardcore. I'm used to that. I've developed a very thick skin from living with a Ukrainian bitch all this time. I've got a shirt. Where the fuck is that shirt? I haven't seen that shirt forever. I gotta find that. It says, "My wife is Ukrainian. Nothing scares me." And it's true. Mm. It's gotten so quiet and peaceful. Kind of overcast now. Nice. Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans. Sounds like my Bosnian last. Yeah. Well, we see those Ukrainians out there, man. They've been kicking Russian ass for like 3 fucking years. Our news likes to not tell us that Ukraine's winning the fucking war. They've been winning the fucking war, man. Russia just fires shit indiscriminately. Ukraine is like everything they do is like a sniper. One shot, one kill. Whether it's a missile, a drone, you name it, they hit their target every fucking time. Um, Very economic uh, path of warfare. Uncle Birch coming live from New Orleans. Let's see, we are at 66 minutes. All right. I'm gonna go to another 10 minutes and then I'm gonna have to get out of here and start dealing with shit in the goddamn house, it sounds like. They didn't even need help, but some did. Yeah. 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 I mean, the United States likes to play a fucking big fucking game, but um, we didn't help for a few months. Ukraine was holding them off, man. Now they've been taking down territory like fucking or taking back territory like fucking crazy. Well, we just don't get that in the news. We hear when Russia attacks Ukraine. We don't hear when Ukraine makes a devastating attack on Russia. Russia launches a bunch of fucking missiles, anything they can hit. Ukraine takes out oil sites, ammunition sites, troop buildup sites, things that actually affect the war. uh, and yeah, the drones that they snuck into Russia and launched off that truck. God, that was fucking brilliant. Devastating too. Devastating to their entire bomber fleet. That was brilliant. Man. My favorite teacher was Ukrainian. He was a chemist. I sometimes would have lunch with him to debate. Captain of the green team. He started to talk like one. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Medicine magic based. Oh, indeed. Yes. No, I sent plenty of that. I mean, one of the first places early on in the war when the Russians attacked it, I don't know what the town was, but the old lady that approached the Russian soldiers says, "You realize you're in a town of witches, right?" She said that to the Russian soldiers. Says, "Here," handed him a handful of sunflower seeds, and he says, "Put these in your pocket, so when you're buried, the flowers will spring from your grave." That's fucking hardcore. It's an old lady said this to him. And Turns out, yeah, that town has a reputation for witches. Baba Yaga. Or, I'm sorry, Baba Yaga. Gotta say it right. Baba Yaga. Yes. That had to hurt. Put these in your pocket. They were probably cursed sunflower seeds too. Yeah, she was hardcore, man. The old Ukrainian woman you don't want to fuck with. Right there. All right, y'all. These text messages from my wife are just not going to stop. So I'm going to get going. Might be live tomorrow. Not sure what I'm going to do. But if you're not following, follow. Hit the little bell thing so you know when I go live. I'll be popping up here a little more often than I used to. I would check out that app that I think it was George told me about, um, and see if that will, do what I need. I need to be live on at least YouTube and TikTok. YouTube and TikTok. Just It's all I need. I mean, the other places I go live to, I mean, Facebook, maybe Instagram. That'd be cool too. But I haven't found one that'll do YouTube and TikTok adequately yet. And if you know of one, message me, and I'll check that out. Thank y'all for coming. Been a great crowd. I'm going to have to relearn the YouTube format. I'm going to have to figure out how I bring people on screen. It seems like I have to invite them ahead of time, but maybe I'll figure out how to do that. But Uncle Birch coming to you live from New Orleans, reminding you um, that our ancestors, uh, the breadcrumb trail that they left us to follow in the old ways, and to remind us of the struggles that they came through. Um, Remind us of the struggles that they came through. They had this saying, I'm sorry, I just got a text message. Mary meets, Mary part, Mary meet again, y'all.